Miss Moore! Miss Moore, please, go home. Inherit your family's fortune.
David, stop following me. You know why I don't go home. It's worth it to me to live a tough life if it means being with Carson.
I facilitated a $1 billion contract for your husband with the Jacobs Group.
The Jacobs Group?
Yeah, the richest family in New York. He'll make a fortune. You don't have to conceal your identity anymore. You're the daughter of the richest man in the States, Miss Moore.
I'm telling Carson tonight. As for you, I want you to find the most expensive penthouse on the West Side and buy it for him as a reparation.
Copy that.
Oh, it's so sweet. City Hall where we first met. It's such an unforgettable place for our 3rd wedding anniversary. Carson, I love you.
Ryan Jacobs, 26 years old, Wharton School PhD, and the CEO of the Jacobs Group. That over there is my new ride that I just got this morning.
Okay. Awesome.
And you are?
I'm Isabella. 25, no college or PhD, but I'm a cook. Don't make much money.
Okay, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Let's get married.
Excuse me?
Come on. We already talked about it. Contracted marriage. I give you $20,000 per month to marry me for 1 year. Please don't waste my time.
Sir, I think that you must have me mistaken for somebody else. These are for you. Who is she?
Sign it.
What is this?
Isabella, we're having a divorce. I've had enough of you.
What?
Here is a $1 billion contract. Carson signed it with the Jacobs Group.
Honey, the business is...
Don't call me honey. You make me feel disgusted.
Mr. Kingsley, you're gravely mistaken. I am the daughter of the richest man in the United States.
How ridiculous. An ugly duckling working at a restaurant.
I asked my assistant to help your company.
It is me who helped Carson. Don't take my credit.
Isabella, look at you. Don't be silly.
At least I'll never be a homewrecker.
You are nothing compared to her.
If we weren't together, she wouldn't even know my name.
Sarah, will you be my partner at the charity banquet? Here's $1 million. Sign the contract and you get it.
Think about it, Isabella. You can't make this much for your entire life.
Don't cry, Isabella. You deserve better.
Hope you don't regret this. As for the money, I don't need it. Hey, you want to get married?
I only want a contract marriage partner. And your husband seems like he's a lot of trouble.
Forget about him. I don't need your money. I'll do it for free.
Deal. Wait, we gotta get you divorced first. Hey, you! Come here! Think I can help you out.
Isabella, I know the divorce hit you hard. By hiring a fraud.
Excuse me, I am the wealthiest man in New York.
I'm sorry. Are you Ryan Jacobs?
I am.
Oh, perfect match. Freaks.
What a big name you've made for yourself. I see. But since none of us have seen Mr. Jacobs, you can say whatever you want.
Anyway,
We'll see Ryan at the charity banquet tonight. That'll show who you are.
Oh, and aren't you getting a divorce?
Come on, Carson. Divorce now.
Well, looks like the freaks must rely on each other from now on.
I can't wait to see your face at the charity party when you realize who I really am.
Take your chances. Don't contact him anymore. You're now my ex.
I have loved and supported him in secret for 3 years.
And yet he divorces you on your anniversary.
Well, it's our anniversary now. Anyway, don't worry about the charity banquet. You can attend as my date, and you don't have to pretend to be the real Ryan Jacobs.
I am Ryan Jacobs. But as for you, we're gonna have to
I don't
figure
need a fake identity. David, remember the gifts that I asked you to prepare for Carson? No, not to him. Deliver them to the Jacobs banquet tonight. They're for Ryan Jacobs' grandmother. Thank you. Hello, husband.
Hi, Isabella. I'm stuck in some traffic. I'm gonna need a few minutes.
It's okay. You don't have to pick me up. I can make my way there.
But you don't have an invitation.
I don't need one. As for you, you can tell them that you're accompanying me.
But my family's throwing the party. Hello, wifey?
He's still pretending to be Ryan Jacobs?
She's still pretending to be Miss Moore?
Excuse me, Miss Moore. I'm wondering if it's okay to, you could take me to the Jacobs gathering?
Wade, you're one of the wealthiest men in the city.
I know, but I'm still nothing. I wish I could make a breakthrough.
All right. Come with me.
May I see your invitation?
I don't have one.
I'm afraid I can't let you in.
What do you mean you can't let us in?
Let's not make a scene. We're very busy today. Hold on a second. Mr. Burnwood?
Yes, I am him.
Well, Mr. Bearwood, you do influence New York, but compared to our group, you don't pale in comparison. Please.
Perhaps I'm not as influential, but you know who she is? Or are you visually impaired? This is Isabella.
She is not on the list.
We don't care.
Mind your manners. She is from the Moore family.
The Moores, huh? The wealthiest and most prominent family in the U.S.?
That's correct.
You mean her dad is Donald Moore? That's hilarious.
You don't believe it? Fetch Aaron Blake for me.
Nice try. At least you've done your homework.
Mr. Kingsley, welcome.
Miss Moore, Mr. Verwood, why don't you get in?
Because talking big doesn't work. Here's my invitation.
No need, Mr. Kingsley. Aaron mentioned you as his special guest. We will make sure you are taken care of.
Oh, Wade, I remember last time you kicked me out.
You had it coming. Be glad I didn't call the cops on you.
Wait, don't point your finger at Sarah. Apologize.
Miss Moore, is Carson
We're divorced. Feel free.
This little punk. You are nothing without Miss Moore's support. Nothing. You Philistine. You owe everything to Miss Moore. Everything. You betray her trust? You betray her for some street urchin? You should be ashamed of yourself. And don't you dare tell me to apologize to you.
You know what?
Mr. Kingsley, calm down.
You two, get out of here right now.
Are you okay? Isabella, are you still with this phony?
Wow, Gucci isn't something you can afford. Did you spend all of Carson's money on your gigolo?
His watch is over $5 million. Who cares about Carson's money?
Are you gonna introduce your boss? Unless he's not.
If you were Mr. Jacobs, I'd be JP Morgan myself.
See, I told you not to boast too much. They don't know who you are, and it's embarrassing.
It's not my fault. Aaron messed up.
How dare you blame Aaron?
Aaron is my family's butler. It's my job to blame him if he messes up.
Okay, I'm gonna call Aaron.
Mr. Kingsley, this could get a little messy. How about you go in first?
Play rough with me? You are a weakling.
Ryan!
Stop! You two idiots! The fuck, you trying to get fired? Embarrass your boss?
Mr. Jacobs, you have my most sincere apologies. It is my fault that I can't keep my staff in check.
So you are the real Ryan Jacobs. You didn't lie to me.
Mr. Jacobs, we finally meet.
Everything I said to you is true. And Aaron, it's not your fault that your staff is being ridiculous. But they cannot treat her like that.
Sir, forgive me for asking this rather stupid question, but who might this young lady be?
This is my wife.
Oh. Well, it is a pleasure to meet you here, Mrs. Jacobs. Apologize to Mr. and Mrs. Jacobs.
Mr. and Mrs. Jacobs, we apologize.
Are you still angry?
No. Let them go.
Ryan, there is a personal matter that you may want to see about.
Go in with Wade and I'll meet you inside, okay?
Mr. Jacobs, do you know me?
Look at you. Don't sell yourself short.
Ryan, the guest you called earlier has arrived. She requested that I meet her at the entrance.
Miss Moore's coming.
Miss Moore. No wonder the Jacobs are top shelf. The best of the Pantheon. This banquet is spectacular.
Yeah, that's all right.
Wow, the Jacobs have some serious clout. This is a big shot. Oh, Carson, I wish you'd host a bash like this with me as the hostess of the banquet.
I can't compete with the Jacobs yet.
Hey, don't be hard on yourself. You are cooperating with the Jacobs. If anything, you're the star tonight.
Sarah, only you can understand me. How did I get so lucky with you?
Ugh. Look, why is she here? Why hasn't she been thrown out already?
Isn't that Wade Verwood?
Yeah, and who is that woman? Even Wade seems to be chasing her around.
She's nobody. She's just a washed-up housewife.
No wonder. She looks weird.
How did she even get in?
Isabella, you have quite the nerve to show up to the Jacobs benefit.
Well, all of this is for me. So why wouldn't I be here?
She said the event was for her.
Ridiculous.
What's going on here?
Oh, Daddy, this woman is stalking my boyfriend.
No one offends my baby girl. Don't worry, your daddy's got it.
This is Laurent, the Jacobs Group security captain.
Sarah, you know everybody.
Invitation, please. You do realize this is a private event, right?
These two snuck in without invites.
I don't have one.
You are bold, and you don't want to know what'll happen to someone like you.
God, the security is terrible.
I know.
How'd this happen? People just walk right in?
Get them out of here. It's embarrassing.
Ryan Jacobs is my husband.
What? You really are a clown. That man we met yesterday is a fraud, and you still haven't noticed it.
Isabella, I know the divorce hit you hard, but please cherish yourself a little. It's not that big of a deal.
Whatever. You're both out of here right now.
Sorry I'm late. I got it from here. The Jacobs Group is looking for a new partnership. I'll speak to you about it later.
Of course, Mr. Jacobs. Ms. Moore. Oh, I mean, Mrs. Jacobs. I'll catch you later.
Okay.
Nice suit. Have a special guest coming?
My grandmother and I have someone important that we invited.
Well, you look sharp. Is he important to you?
Not he, but she, and It's just business.
Why is he here?
Maybe he has sugar mommies. They'll pay anything till they get satisfied.
Don't worry about her. She's been like this.
But,
Your suit's on point.
Sarah, that's my husband.
What a crazy woman. What a show.
No, that doesn't happen every day.
Sarah, what are you doing? Why are you talking to Mr. Jacobs like that?
Dad, what do you mean?
Say sorry.
No, I will never. I hate them. They always embarrass me.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Jacobs. I will take whatever punishment I deserve.
Go talk to Aaron.
Jacobs, please spare me.
I am fine with it, but as for Isabella, she's my wife and you cannot treat her like that.
Is Isabella really your wife?
She is. Now piss off. Ladies and gentlemen, there are two announcements to be made. First off, the partnership between the Jacobs Group and the Kinsleys is now over. It was a mistake to begin with. You can now make your final decision and enjoy the rest of the night.
Oh, Carson, what are we gonna do? Mr. Jacobs ended the partnership.
And secondly, I'd like to introduce to you all my shining star, my wife, Isabella.
Who the heck is she? No money, no power. Why is Mr. Jacobs so into her?
What did I miss? No way!
Hell, Dad, you should have stopped me.
Ryan, how do you marry a random woman without telling anybody? Who's divorced, by the way. Do you not have any shame? I do. Our family does.
Chris, I'm gonna need you to show some respect because that is now your sister-in-law.
Listen, who cares about the Kinsleys? We do this for the Moores. And who's gonna be left to pick up all the pieces? You?
Everybody knows that the Kinsleys could not handle the project, and as for the Moores, I'll handle it when she arrives.
Whatever. Okay, look. Need I remind you, you're still engaged to Kara Robbins, and the Robbins family will not appreciate this.
I never agreed to that.
That solves the mystery. Marrying someone somebody doesn't like is tough. No wonder he's in such a hurry.
Look, I don't care. This is not your decision.
Chris, you may let the family dictate your life, but as far as I know, I am the head of the Jacobs Group, and I'll make my own decisions.
I'm gonna let you talk to Grandma about this.
What a shame for the Jacobs. What a shame. Ryan, you thought you could hire a woman so you wouldn't have to marry my sister?
Baron, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, stop. By the way, let me introduce myself. I am Baron Robin, brother-in-law of Ryan Jacobs here.
The Robbins family.
Who are they?
New York has 4 families. The Robbins and the Jacobs are among them. Offending them is worse than offending the Jacobs. But this might be good news. Kara the head, she's tough. Maybe we can convince her to help us since Isabella stole her fiancé.
I see. Mr. Jacobs would never genuinely care for someone like her.
She thinks that helping the Jacobs family elevates her status. But Mr. Jacobs uses her as a disguise. Now she's in trouble.
Isabella, I grudgingly accept your apology.
Excuse me, do not involve Isabella in this. And as for your sister, Baron, I would never marry her because love can't be forced.
Well, it seems to me you don't know how much can be forced.
And if I don't want to apologize?
First of all, I suggest you stop asking questions. How could you choose this whore over my sister? This is nonsense. Are the Jacobs betraying us now or something?
No, they're not. I promise we are loyal business partners. I would not let that happen, nor would my grandmother.
Do you understand? Hitchhiking on Ryan won't get you elevated. It won't make you better or anything. You understand that, right?
And why would I need to be elevated?
Isabella, no need to get involved in this.
Ryan.
Baron, I will never marry your sister, Kara. And Chris, if you'd like to do something for the family, I suggest you do it yourself. And Baron, while Chris may be afraid of you, I am not. And I'll do anything to protect my wife.
So what are you gonna do about it, huh? What are you gonna do about it, huh? What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? Security?
Don't you dare! Ryan, how could you mistreat my brother for an outsider?
It's about time you came, Kara. These imbeciles were trying to get rid of me.
Watch your mouth, Baron. How could you speak to your brother-in-law this way? Take him home.
Kara, I will not marry you.
Ryan, resistance is futile. Besides, I really like you.
I'm married.
I'm not stupid. Leave Ryan now and you will get 10 million. I promise. In addition, if you admit your mistake and slap your face in front of the crowds, there will be another 10 million.
Ms. Robbins, 20 million is a drop in the bucket. You're not that rich. And I will not be leaving Ryan.
You're bold, Isabella. I only did this because you're Ryan's wife in name, but now?
I will not let you hurt my wife. I will protect her. Grandma.
Miss Robin, I am so delighted to make your acquaintance.
Madam Jacobs.
Grandma, Ryan decided to marry a divorced woman without telling us.
Miss Robin, I apologize for Ryan.
Grandma, I did not do anything wrong.
Well, Miss Robin, I think you know that I have invited a very important guest to this charity banquet, so I do hope you'll avoid making any disruptions.
Of course. I just wanted to show my respect for you and maintain the connection between us. Bring in the gifts. Grandma, here is a pair of diamond earrings. Each of the diamonds of the earrings is more than 6 carats and is in D color. In my mind, these are the only one worthy of you.
6 carats each? This must be $1 million. I promise this is maybe the same series as the British royal family.
Well, thank you, Kara. I really appreciate it.
Leonardo da Vinci's manuscript. I brought it from an Italian collection auction.
Da Vinci? And it's also serious? Man, it's so fascinating.
Kara, you're too modest. You know, my grandmother was from Italy, and I really appreciate getting one of the master's pieces. I didn't expect you to pay attention to these types of details.
Oh, Grandma, I always hold you in the same regard as my own grandmother.
She sure knows how to flatter.
What else do you want to say, Isabella?
Just 10 minutes.